It's always something. How's everybody doing on this fine Saturday? We have some gloomy, gross weather here, but I'm happy to be on with y'all. My friends, say hello when you're hopping on. Let me know where you're watching from. My name is Bree. I'm the owner and artist here at Upcycled by Bree, and I have an amazing, huge thrift haul for you. It seems that big thrift hauls are just kind of my thing now. I think I uploaded about 100 or 110 items this week, and people are already shopping. So if y'all are seeing stuff you love, hop on over to my website, upcycledbybree.com. Get what you want in your cart. Check out now because things are going fast. People are shopping away. Then when you're done shopping, come back over and hang out live with us. If you place multiple orders within a 24-hour period here, I will go ahead and combine them as much as I can and refund extra shipping. I see Sue is on. Good morning from Texas. Good morning, Sue. All right, y'all, we've got a lot to look at, so we're going to go ahead and hop into it. Ton of critters this week, a ton of copper, and a ton of kitchen, a few of my very favorite things. So I checked out a new city thrift last week. I was over in Missouri. It was City Thrift Waldo, and they had some gorgeous stuff. Their shelves were jam-packed full. And then here in Topeka, I went by the Giving Tree. I needed boxes yesterday, a couple days ago, whatever day that was. And I also went to the antique mall. So some of the items you're going to see were a little higher priced. I paid up for some things, but I got some really, really good chunks of things I don't usually find. So we'll hop into it. I know some things are already sold, and we'll start there. These rabbits, one of them actually came from my neighbor. He gave me a bunch of free junk from his garage attic. It was this one. Very cute vintage bunny, sweet, plasticky, old eyeballs. Good morning, Lorraine. Watch out where you're driving. You better not be texting and driving. And it is sold at $16.95, and I am a sucker. I'm a sucker for those beady little eyeballs. And then this one I paid around $5 for from City Thrift, and it also sold at $16.95. These bunnies are crazy popular. I tell you what, you know what I forgot was boxes. I forgot boxes to put my junk in. That's all right. The lamb sold. The lamb was very popular on all of my sneak peeks. Now, I did put in the listing. The lamb's going to need a little help, and I think I'm going to end up doing an edited video on it. I couldn't pass it up. It has a little crack in it, but it's not broken. So I can actually get up inside of there, and I'm going to glue it up. I'm going to reinforce it, and then I'm going to give it a nice layer of like salt washy paint right there. Nice thick paint. And paint over that. It's already sold though. So whoever bought it trusts me. I paid $5 for the lamb. It sold for $24.95. I will say at City Thrift, prices were a little bit higher, but I had a 20% off coupon for being a frequent shopper. I had some points built up. So that was nice. This bunny was also from the free haul. Isn't she sweet? And she is listed up at $29.95. Now she has also got a little booger on her ear, so she's going to get a paint job as well. I'm going to paint her up to look like cement. Her paint job is okay, but it's nothing special, so I don't feel bad for painting over it. Hermit Z Frog is here. Good morning. That makes me laugh. Gary and the Simple Spruce Studio. Hey, friends. Becky. Leslie's on. Hey, Leslie's walking. Girl, I have to tell you, you have been inspiring me with all your walking. I've been getting out there and putting my steps in too, so you keep it up. You're inspiring more people than you realize. In the rain! Goodness, girl, you go, girl. All right, this pair of terracotta chickens came from the antique mall. I paid $6 for them. They are gorgeous, and I love how only like their little accent pieces are glazed, and the rest of them are just that matte terracotta. He has a little split there in his feathers, very detailed. And this pair is up at $24.95. Good morning, Teresa. No, Jessica, this City Thrift was in Missouri. It was the Waldo City Thrift. We don't have City Thrifts in Topeka. Sorry, let me grab a box here. I'm going to have to keep walking off screen, and that's going to suck. All right, this duck is sold. I paid $10 for the brass duck at the antique mall, and I don't mind paying up for brass critters a little bit because they sell like this. $22.95. Look at the beautiful detail in that feathers. Y'all let me know if there is any specific brass critter you are looking for, and I will start hunting. I found a unicorn. What do we think about the unicorn? I only paid $2 for it at the antique mall, and it's a bell. It's a bell. It has a fun, unique little knocker in there. And it's a unicorn. There were some other unicorns, and I actually put a few things back. My bill was getting up a little bit higher. And sometimes you risk things, sometimes you don't. So I put some full unicorn statues back. But if I've got unicorn lovers watching, I will go back and get them. I listed that one up for $12.95. No, Jessica, I wish. Maybe someday we'll get a new thrift store. We need another one. I love our thrift stores. We have great prices. We've got some good local shops. We need a new thrift store. Somebody open one up. This swan I paid $7 for. It's the perfect size, about 7 inches. Great for a tiered tray or a small vignette. She is also up at $22.95. Teresa's heading over to the shop. Nice. What are you loading up at the shop, Teresa? Another pair of ducks here. These were wood, or they are wood, and they're from the antique mall. I paid $4 for this pair, so that was an amazing price at the antique mall. And they're $19.95. And I love when I can find pairs like this where one duck or goose or swan or whatever this is, where one's looking down and one's looking up. Ooh, you would think Sammy would buy the unicorns. Becky, you are not wrong. Unicorn Dust Designs. I see her use unicorns sometimes, I guess. I'm like, I haven't seen. I should text her. I should text her and see if she's into unicorns. This swan is made in Japan. Ceramic, a little bit older here. And then look, I love how the color around the wing is a little bit different. So this is like a really, really dark brown. And then that lighter brown glazing there around the wing. Just gorgeous. Marked Japan on the bottom. I paid $3 for this swan, and I listed it up at $12.95. So many critters, y'all. So many critters. Okay, I think, let me show you my favorite. And that's always a hard thing. It's got to be these bunnies. And let me not break them. Yeah. Okay. Woohoo, they're salt and pepper shakers. Look! They hang off the edge of things. Made in Japan. I paid $7 for this pair of salt and pepper shakers, and they're up at $24.95. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Lorraine's in town this weekend, and she was cooking dinner last night while I was finishing up pictures, and I was obsessing over these rabbits, and she's sweet. She enjoys my excitement for things, but I was like, it was ridiculous. Oh my gosh, so cute. $24.95 for these salt and pepper rabbits. And how cute would those be on your Easter dinner table? These copper dippers came from the antique mall. They were $10 each, which I think is a great price for unique copper. This one is more of a coffee pot when I looked it up. A coffee maker brewer. It is stamped number 10. And it's got some great patina on it. This one's listed up at $29.95. It's also got a hole there in the handle. So if you like to hang your copper stuff in your kitchen, this one would be great for hanging. I love the angle it hangs at there. Oh yeah, Leslie, don't get your phone wet, honey. Catch the replay later. Enjoy your walk. You need to get yourself one of those waterproof cases. And then this one, I called it a dipper. It says property of the Grand Hotel du Métropole Monte Carlo. So definitely some different, unique copper pieces. I had to snag them both up. This one is $39.95 since it is so fancy and marked, and the other one is $29.95. Oh gosh darn it. Melody went and put the bird cloche in her cart and went to check out, and it was gone that fast. I am so sorry, Melody. Oh, that's so frustrating. I know the pain. I have a couple of people I shop with that do this kind of thing, make everything live at once, and I've missed out on some really good stuff. This is the cloche she was talking about. So apparently it is sold. I paid $4 for this little rusty bird cloche, and I put read description on it. So if I ever have a listing that says read description, make sure you take the time to read it. This one I'm just saying I'm going to cut a wooden round base for. And I listed it up at $22.95, and it is sold. Melanie, I'll search for another one. I can't make any promises, but I sure will try. Okay, these little bunnies, maybe y'all can tell me, what in the world are these bunnies supposed to hold? Is it salt and pepper shakers? I found these at the antique mall where I used to have my booth. The manager, Casey, she is the sweetest lady, and she is an amazing styler. But she has turned that space into like a little community space, so all the vendors have something featured, and she sets it up and styles it. It was so cute. But she had spring stuff. And these bunnies were in there, and I grabbed them. But then when I realized, like when I was taking pictures of them, they're supposed to hold something. So what do these hold? Salt and pepper shakers? They would hold Easter eggs pretty well, I think. I paid $3 for them. They are up at $10.95. Equally as cute, almost equally as cute as the bunnies. I think the bunnies still win. These little chick salt and pepper shakers with their little flying wings like they're trying to learn how to take off. They have their plugs in them. They're still in great condition. I paid $5 for the set, and they are $14.95. I found lots of salt and pepper shakers. I think that's a really popular like antique mall booth item because they're small, they're easy to shop for, they're easy to style. Look at the chunky bunny. She's so thick. This one, it was $3 and she is listed up at $12.95. I can't resist terracotta, and I love when it already comes kind of like whitewashed or distressed like that. I don't have to do anything to it. It's beautiful. Let's look at some copper. Found a ton of cute little copper pieces. This one was $3.40. This one came from City Thrift. I stuck some baby's breath in it and listed it up at $12.95. I actually hung this off of the little shelves in my kitchen and almost kept it. It needed to be just a little bit bigger to look pretty, like to look aesthetically pleasing though. So went ahead and listed this up, and this baby's breath, I am like obsessed with it right now next to copper. That is just like the most gorgeous neutral combination in my opinion. And like you could use this color combination all year round. So that was a fun copper piece. And then I found these oil lamp bases. I find lots of these. I don't usually find them in copper. Two of them were at the antique mall. One of them was at City Thrift. I put all three of them together because I think they're just perfect. I stuck Christmas trees in these around Christmas time. They would be great with lavender in them as well for spring. The set of three is $34.95. Gorgeous. I almost kept these too. My little house is getting full again though. I did really well like downsizing a lot of my personal decor, you know, kind of filtering through things, and then I've really started collecting again. This came from my free neighbor haul. So it was free to me, and I listed it up at $12.95. Super cute little creamer. Nickel silver TM James China Company. 16% nickel silver, 18%. I don't know what all that means. I just know that it has some really, really good patina. Let me know how y'all feel about silver. Do you decorate with it? Are you guys more into the brass and copper? I don't buy a lot of tarnished silver. These little candle cups came from Giving Tree. They were 25 cents each. Super cute. I will go ahead and clean them up before I ship them out. I'll pop them in the freezer, get all that wax out of them. But these would be really good actually for feet too, if you wanted to use them for a project. They're cheap enough, you know, you totally could. I do have them listed up at $13.95. So maybe not this set for feet on a project, but like if you find things like this at the thrift store, 25 cents for a little foot riser would actually be a really good deal. If they don't sell, maybe I'll turn them into a project. Oh goodness. Okay, ooh, what's next? Let's look at this bird cage. So I might end up keeping this if it doesn't sell, but I have a feeling it probably will. There were two of them. The other one was about twice this size, and it was twice the price. I paid $20 for this one, but I think that's a really good price for such a unique piece. The door opens here, and then also you can remove the bottom. And the bottom, it looks like, I think it's brass, but it's a really pretty metal. So if you wanted to style it, you could take actually take this whole piece off, style up the base, and then put it back on. So it would be easy to style. Sometimes with these old bird cages, you can only open the door, and then, you know, that kind of restricts what you can fit inside. And then this one hangs too. So super cute. It's got one little break right there, but if you tuck it in, you can't even tell. Boop. I paid $20 and listed this one up at $54.95. It's gonna be a little tricky to ship, but I can do it. I'm gonna turn my heat off, sorry. Forgot a couple of things this morning, or it's going to rattle everything. This wood bunny, I paid $2.50 for, and it's up at $14.95. I don't see a lot of solid wood pieces, critter pieces. So whenever I do find the wood animals, I grab them. This one would look really cute, actually. I thought about it. I just don't have time for everything. If you took the paint off, like citrus strip or something, and made it into a raw wood bunny. But I don't have time for 17 million projects, so I will let you make that call. Paid $2.40, it's up at $14.95. Y'all are quiet this morning. I thought my comments stopped for a second. What's everybody up to? All right, these eggs I picked up, and I think you can get these like at Target or something. But I liked them because they were black. Y'all know I'm obsessed with the black decor right now. These are read description though. I'm going to add little floral transfers to these, and they're going to be super pretty. So I'm selling them in the sets of the dozen, and they are $12.95 per set. Now this one fell off of my table last night, and I am missing 2 eggs, but they are here somewhere. They've got to be. I'll find them. And I told myself I was not going to buy any eggs for projects this year, and I did it anyway. I did a bunch of egg projects several years ago, and they didn't sell very well because people like to craft their own stuff too. But you know, I like to craft, so I got them, and I'm going to craft them. I found more of this fruit. This fruit has been popular. I got some for myself. Everybody wants me to try to recreate it, and I'm still going to try once I can find some reasonably priced to upcycle. I found some like 2 weeks ago. It's sold out. I found some more, so I picked it up. I paid $2.99 for this beautiful wooden bowl. They sold me the fruit for 89 cents, and I have the whole thing listed up for $10.95. Little mini wood bowl of fruit. This enamel colander, I paid $4 for it, and it's missing its handles. I put it back, and then I saw what good patina it had, and I picked it back up. And even though it doesn't have, where is that patina spot? There it is. Even though it doesn't have the handles, I thought it would be really good for a planter in the spring. Putting it out on your porch or something, and that green color, could not pass that up. So $4 I paid on the colander. I think it's up at $14.95. I found a lot of wood kitchen items at the antique mall. This one I paid $5 for. It's a potato masher, I do believe, and it's got the perfect green chippy handle to it. Love these in a kitchen vignette. You can set this up, a little glass jar next to it. It really adds in some fun texture and shapes. Oh, this one's made in Germany. I didn't even see that before. Super cool. I listed this at $14.95. I bet this is a really good potato masher. I keep some of the smaller ones. I'll show y'all what I kept out of the thrift haul this week. For myself. Not very much. This coffee container, unfortunately, said set of 4 on the top, and this was the only piece. So the person at the thrift store sold the other 3 pieces and broke up the set. And I don't know why, but they only charged me 95 cents for the coffee one. And it's going to be perfect for my kitchen. It's kind of not, like, sometimes when these aren't in the best shape, like, I'll just put my coffee in a Ziploc bag and stick it inside. I just want that for the aesthetic. I found this, what is this called? Honeycomb stick? I don't know. What are these called? Give me the technical name, pretty please. But I'm going to keep that one. I do have jars of honey, and I love to make charcuterie boards, so this is going to make it fancy. I'm going to keep the little knives for the same reason. Honey dipper, thank you, Sue. These little charcuterie knives are going to be perfect for my cheese on my cheese boards. I'm not supposed to eat a lot of cheese, but sometimes I do. And then I found this wreath. They charged me 89 cents for it. It's not very attractive, but I did like some of the greenery. So for 89 cents, I figured it'd be worth it picking it up and taking it apart. And then I can use the greenery. And I've got this perfect little size wreath. These are great for when you make like welcome signs or home signs for spring porches. So I picked that up. This was the very first item I found at City Thrift, and I knew it was going to be a good shopping trip. After the discount, I paid $10.30, and this is a set of 4. It's got all 4 sizes in there. Ooh, Teresa said to put a lid on the coffee canister. That's a good idea. I could put an adorable little knob on it. Like a little doorknob or whatever. Or not doorknob, drawer knob. Y'all, I need coffee. But this has all 4. It needs washed, and I will wash it before I ship it out. I ran out of time. It's got the seals on it. The inside of them are in good shape. I took pictures. They're all on the site. But what I really loved about this one, and I've never seen this before on copper like this, is that crackle. Can y'all see that crackle? I'm trying not to blind you with the ring light. It's gorgeous. I've never seen copper do that before. No markings on this one or anything. But these canister sets always sell well when I find them. $44.95 for the set of 4. Found some cute little metal cups. I listed this one as a set of 3. Got a canning funnel. And then these 2 little cups. No markings on them. Who knows what they were? Maybe Jell-O molds? Maybe, who knows? But this is a redescription project, $16.95, and I'm going to add floral. I'm going to add some cute little floral arrangements. I won't glue it in or anything, and that way if you want to restyle them, these would be really cute with Christmas trees too. I love doing floral projects in the spring. Okay, I've been eyeballing these at Charlie's. So apparently I went out to Charlie's at one point too. I don't even remember at this point. I'm shopping so much during the week at this point. These were priced really high for a while. These were like $5 a piece or something. I just could not justify it. Well, this time, I look at them and look at them and look at them and admire them every time. This time, 99 cents. Plus, I get 20% off at Charlie's, so I went ahead and snagged these up. I put them into sets. This one is a set of 3. After all was said and done, I paid $4 for all 3 of these pieces, and I listed them up at $24.95. What I was thinking is also these would make some really great bases. Maybe with like a little small piece of wood here and a smaller round wood on the top. You could make some fun risers. You could maybe, you know, I don't know. I was thinking like some kind of tiered tray, but they wouldn't make good trays because they've got holes. But lots of project possibilities. I just thought they would make really good floral bases too. The easiest thing is just to stick some flowers in it. Or a nest. They would make great nest bases. There's another set of 2 right here. These are a little bit different. And when I looked these up, I found that they were pulley parts, old pulley parts. So that's what I listed them as. These remind me of gears. These are really heavy. Woo. $6 I paid for these 2. And this set is as well $24.95. Man, y'all are shopping. If you're shopping, let me know what you're buying. I've been making a nest with the bushy wreaths. Oh, that's a really good idea, Anita. Drop pictures in the creative group if you're in there. Oh, y'all can't even see half the screen. Sorry, that was probably way up in my face. Let me scoot you over just a little bit. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Oh, y'all are getting some great angles today. This little brass teapot. I don't see a lot of brass teapots. This one has a lid. And it actually has some really good patina to it too. Unfortunately, most of the patina is on the inside, not the outside, but I couldn't pass it up. I paid $4 for it at the Antique Mall, and it's up at $13.95, but such a unique little piece, and I just love the shape of this. Well, Terry's having a beautiful day. Good. I am so glad. Send that good weather this way. It's supposed to be 74 here tomorrow and sunny, so I'm looking forward to that. I found this piggy cutting board. I paid $5.50 for it, probably a little more than I should have. But I noticed he's got a break in him, and you're like, why would you pay more for a board that's broken? Well, if you read the description on this listing, it says I'm going to put a faux repair on it. It's been a while since I've done a repaired board video, and I figured since it's going to be nice next week, I could do that. So then, of course, it will be decor only, but after I have it repaired, it will be $22.95. It should be really cute. Love it. This pair of corbels was attached to a piece of wood for a shelf, but there was no kind of like hanging hardware on it, and the piece of wood it was attached to was very broken. After my discount, I paid $5.60 for the shelf, and I got this amazing set of corbels out of here. They are read description. I'm going to use the new Crackle product I have from Sweet Pickins Milk Paint and some nice dark green milk paint probably, and give these an amazing old world chippy finish. $39.95 is what they are listed for. Those will be good. I'll do an edited video on those. These birds have sold. Found two of them the same. I paid $4 for the set, and they sold at $14.95. And I thought they were a good green color. Thought about painting them and decided I liked them. And somebody else did as well. I believe Dee Dee got those. These hand brooms were a popular item in the free haul. They always are. And I decided to group these two together. I liked how they're different shapes. They're about the same length. One's a little wider. I got these for free, and they're listed up at $16.95 for the set. They both had some pretty not super attractive things attached to them, and I just simply removed that, and now they are beautiful farmhouse decor. This wreath I grabbed at City Thrift. It's in really good shape still. It doesn't even really look like anybody used it. If they did use it, they just used it inside. And I liked the color of the eggs. Sometimes you see these Easter egg wreaths and they're not the best coloring. This one had some pretty colors, so I snagged it up at $6, and it is up at $28.95. I made a really pretty Easter egg wreath a few years ago, and it took me hours. I used to make all kinds of wreaths, and I quit doing it because they take so long. Now, if I can't poke a piece of floral into a grapevine wreath, I don't have the patience anymore. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Okay, so I had an item listed up. And after 100 items, y'all, I kind of give up. I listed it, kitchen thing, question mark. I didn't know what it was. It had a great wood handle, and it had metal attached to it, and it was like $1, so I bought it. Nancy just said, though, unfortunately, and I'm so sorry if you're a vegetarian, Elaine, I hope you're not on, that it was a tool used when butchering hogs to scrape off the skin, which is disgusting. So sorry for that. But it's clean. It's not gross, I promise. It's $8.95 if you want it. No more question marks. I don't want to know anymore. Look at this perfect green color. Somebody painted it, this perfect green color, and I have it up at $26.95. I'm gonna add just a transfer to it. Nothing, not gonna paint it, not gonna cover up this beautiful green. Just gonna add a little bit of a transfer, and it is up at $26.95. This guy's big. Nah, that is cool. Okay. Hey, Marty. Marty said she grabbed the fruit bowl. She's trying to behave herself. Marty, no worries, girl. I understand. I know you can't buy 50 things every single week. She said she's going to be popping in and out. Good to see you, dear. I miss you. I miss your face. Bought this little tier tray. I do believe this is like a Target dollar spot tray or something. I paid $3 for it, and I added a transfer already. I actually got a project done before the thrift haul. So this is one of the redesigned by Prima transfers. Let me grab it. This is the classic vintage labels. So if y'all didn't know, I am carrying 12 designs now of the decor transfers. I've got a couple edited videos up, and I've done a couple lives with them. But just look how cute that is. It just adds so much detail. There was a couple of water spots down here on the bottom, so I threw some roses over it. And it is good as new, good to go. It was like a 5-minute transformation. I paid $3-ish, and it is up at $19.95. Brandy's on, yay! Brandy, I've been missing you too. You've been busy playing with the baby goats. I've been watching your pictures. I'm so glad that y'all are loving them. Kids and kids and kids. This pepper shaker was alone. Oops. I only paid $2.40 for it. I didn't mind because it had some great patina, even though it was a single. And then I knew that I could simply take a little bit of baby's breath and just make it into a really cute planter. So even though it doesn't have a salt to go with it, and then if, you know, the single thing weirds you out or whatever, you can just turn it around and nobody will ever know. And it's got the lid. Super cute. Paid $2.50. It is up at $12.95. Look at this beautiful piece of patinaed brass. Oh my gosh, y'all. In fact, my ring light's washing it out. Let me turn that bad boy down just a little bit. That's better. Now you can get the green verdigris effect. I think it was just too bright in general. Why don't y'all tell me when my light's too bright? Oh, I was obsessed. I should probably keep this. I only paid $2 for this beautiful planter. It's got the little copper, like, closure right there. And this is up at $16.95. I have a feeling it might already be sold, but I could be wrong. Just gorgeous. I wanna hug it. Marty said the baby's breath looks good with the copper. Marty, thank you so much for suggesting me to get the baby's breath. You're the reason I ordered this, and it is. It's beautiful. I ordered some more that has green stems, and it's a little more white too, that I'm going to use in my living room. Because that cream color clashed with the white flowers I'm using in here, but I'm using it in my projects, and it's gorgeous. These chickens are sold. They were one of the first things to go. I paid $11 for these chicken bookends. Thought about painting them, but I decided they've actually got great colors. Little damage on the end of that beak, but nothing crazy. It's actually, I don't even think it's damaged. It's just distressed right there. Very pretty. Anyways, they're sold $34.95. So I paid $11 for the set. People are probably thinking, goodness gracious, you're paying a lot of money for these things. But if I can literally just take a picture of something and turn around and sell it, if I'm tripling what I paid for it, that is okay with me. This cloche, a vintage one, I don't find a lot of like actual real vintage cloche. A lot of them are cheese trays or cheese cloche, and then I make a lot of cloche, like DIY. But I found an authentic one in the wild. I only paid $4 for it. It's up at $34.95. It's a great size. It's a great shape. I was very excited to find that one. I almost kept it too. But again, I'm out of space. Mixed metal colander. I paid $2.50 for, and it's a nice size. This one would be great for washing berries, or if you were only cooking for like 1 or 2 people and you don't want to dirty a huge colander. And I have this one listed up at $14.95. Silver on the inside, pretty copper on the outside. Y'all are quiet this morning. That's okay. I'll do all the talking, no worries. This bell was another popular item. I paid $5.60 on this. It hangs on the wall, and it's a dinner bell. The knocker's a little short. Like usually these have a string. Maybe if you just tied a string off the knocker and then you can ring it when it's dinner time. I know I have got a ton of farm friends. Woohoo! Becky just bought the corbels and can't wait to see what I do with them. Do you have a color request since we are on live together, or do you want me to surprise you? It needs to be a darker color. I want to use the crackle medium on it. So for that white to show through, it needs to be a darker color. This tote is sold. One of the first things to sell. I paid $8 for it. It's sold at $44.95. This one's handmade. You can tell they used an old dowel here. Brandy, I know. I was thinking of you actually when I got that bell. And look, Brandy, it's got a cute little brass top. Surprise you. Okay, girly, I got you. I will surprise you. This one is handmade though, and I think before I ship it out, I'm actually going to trace the shape of these sides. They're not perfect, and I love that. But I like the height on this one a lot. Okay, Marty's like, okay, so now I grabbed the copper planter. Oh, Marty, I love you. I still feel like you are containing yourself compared to normal, so good job. Close your eyes now, don't look. If Jane's on, she's in trouble too. Yo, this. So this was in the man cave tool room at Giving Tree. I Google Lensed it. I was thinking mailbox, but I Google Lensed it, and it's actually like a display from an old like grocery store or something. Usually they held either coffee or tea. This one you can tell had been painted over, so no way to really see what kind of advertising was on it. You can see where the knob used to be, the little knob to lift the lid. I paid $10 for this. I definitely paid up for this tiny little box, but I knew it was unique, and I didn't even look it up till I got home. But now I want to find more. Super, super cool piece. $44.95 for that beautiful, perfect green rusty patina. Oh, it's so hard not to keep all this stuff. I've been finding more and more things to paint. I figured, Marty. I've been finding more and more things to paint now that I got the transfers. I'm obsessed. These I got for $9. They're a set of 3, and it's read description. They will be painted, and I will be adding some of these labels. These are the vintage labels 1. They come in a sheet of 3, or I'm sorry, a pack of 3 sheets. My words aren't working. But the thing I love about this set is that they're light blue. So this looks really, really pretty against a white painted surface. So I'm going to paint these white or like off-white. I'll put that pretty blue transfer on them. They seal, and they have got that gorgeous metal finial top. A little bit of rust on the finials. Love that. $39.95 on that set of 3 after they're all made over. This bunny pan is very unique. I've not seen one like this. He looks kind of angry or like irritated almost with that strong eyebrow. I couldn't figure out a maker on this one either. So if you know, let me know. I paid $5 for it. It's up at $16.95. It's got the rust patina too, so I could not pass. And then this is the other bunny pan I found this week. Super cute. This is a Wilton 1992. It's also $16.95. I paid $4 on this one. These would look great up on a shelf or like on a hutch or something in your Easter display. Pretty obsessed with bunnies. Found this tote at the antique mall while I was passing on another tote. It needs cleaned up a little bit. I'll wipe it down and vacuum it out before I ship it off. This one was really hard for me to sell. Look at that chippy paint. That's what we try to replicate. So good. And it's got some fun compartments in here. Like, I want to know exactly what this was used for. Like, it's got this little like slide down right here on this side. The handle, the hooks, the holes over here. Like, somebody built this for their job. Exactly. I paid $12 on that gorgeous, gorgeous chippy tote, and it is up at $44.95. It's heavy. This lavender is gorgeous. It is a threshold. I paid $6 for it because I shouldn't have, but it was just too pretty. And this gorgeous light wood. Like, I don't have to do anything to it. Just take a picture and turn around and sell it, and it's up at $18.95. I like this lavender that has like the little tiny beadies on it. I think it looks more authentic than the really bushy one. And y'all, has anybody found lavender at Walmart yet this year? Are they going to bring it back, or are they done with it? Because I can't find any. I found this gorgeous basket at Giving Tree. I paid $4 for it, and it is $19.95. This is the perfect table centerpiece basket. You could add some little feet to this one really easily as too and elevate it. Man, I probably should have done that on this one. Elevate it just a little bit with some greenery flowing out, like a bunny or some Easter eggs. Possibilities are endless. It's a great color and it's in really good condition. I like the little rope handles on it as well. Listed it up at $19.95. Y'all let me know, what is your favorite thing to thrift for or to antique shop for? When you are out shopping, what is the first thing you go for? For me, it's always the kitchen section. I found this little duck in the dollar bin at the antique mall. One of my favorite vendors there has a dollar bucket. It hasn't ever been used. I'm including the sponge and everything. New old stock. Imsen, Taiwan. So nothing too fancy, nothing too special. He's up at $10.95, paid $1. This gorgeous little box I thought also could double as a riser. Obviously handmade, old, great patina. They even reinforced it. Gorgeous. Paid $3 for it. I put it up at $13.50. What really got me on this was all the little holes and then all the rust around the nails. Gorgeous. Yes, Brandy, you are such a talented, I guess they wouldn't call it seamstress, but I've been trying to look for more linens and now I'm struggling. I can't, I'm not finding any good blankets, any good curtains. It's okay though. I'll find a new place, a new honey hole for linens. I'm going to manifest it. These came from my neighbor. Again, I don't do a lot of tarnished silver, but they were free, right? So of course I'm not going to say no. This one says Marie and it has a little girl on it. How cool is that? Sue's always looking for large Crocs. I knew that, Sue. But normally she just browses and waits for something to come to her. I can appreciate that. When I stop looking, I'll find them. Okay, Brandy, I hear you. So I lotted all of these together. I think 7 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces for $19.95. These would look really pretty sticking out of a crock. It makes me want fancy silverware to eat off of. But then I do things like open paint cans with my silverware. So found another copper mug for $1. It's up at $8.95. Nothing too fancy, just cute. These egg-shaped salt and pepper shakers were in the dollar bin. Look at that beautiful wood grain on this one too. They've got their stoppers in them. Be great for your Easter setting. $12.95 for the set. Here's another set of 3 on these rusty metal pieces. These would look really pretty in a wall collage with some baskets. Totally industrial farmhouse. There's 3 pieces here. They are also $24.95 for all 3. And it looks like I paid 79 cents a piece. That is a good rusty crusty haul. I looked these up. Guess what they're called? Gaggle of geese planter. I forgot that a group of geese is called a gaggle. I laughed so hard. I paid $7 for this planter. It's another one of those Holland molds. I think a week or 2 weeks ago, the bunny with the weird head lid, it was a Holland mold. Marty grabbed that piece. Here's another Holland mold piece. So pretty. This one is listed up at $44.95. I paid $7 for it. It's got some sticky stuff in here. It looks like whatever floral they had was put down with some putty. That comes off super easy. I will clean it up before I ship it out. Love this. Love this piece. Found another bacon press. This one will be decor only as it is rusty as all get out. But this one would be great for shelf sitting. $4 on this one. It's up at $24.95. How cute. I wish it wasn't rusty and I would keep it and use it. I like my bacon very, 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 very crispy, but sometimes I do it in the oven. This little left-in egg came from my neighbor. Pretty collectible. And I liked the little cherubs on it, so I went ahead and listed it up at $12.95. It's cute. Little trinket egg. And then this trinket plate I paid $1 for, and it is $8.95. I can never pass up nice little wood pieces like this. Like, everybody needs a little wood trinket dish for their keys, for their change, for receipts, for paper clips, for chain, you know, anything. I have too many trinket trays with stuff in them. Which is why I buy them and sell them to you. Look at this color. This is gorgeous. I only paid $7 for this pulley at the antique mall. Can y'all believe that? How pretty would this be? Hung in the corner of your kitchen with like a wire basket off of it filled with fruit. Like, you don't have to use things you buy at Target and Walmart to decorate your kitchen and, you know, utilize in your kitchen. You can use old-time things. One of my favorite ways to store like my craft supplies and stuff, you can see here. I've got them in old teal mason jars. This old display piece over here holds my paint. Get creative. This is listed up at $44.95. Sorry, couldn't read my own writing. It's heavy. So if you did hang it from the ceiling, you would need to make sure you hung it properly. I found this pair of candlesticks at City Thrift. They are solid wood. They have a terrible paint job. Sorry. They've got a not very pleasant paint job. They need a new paint job. How about that? But I did notice they're solid wood, and the metal tops, like, I did not want to do it in the store, but I can literally almost get them off just with my fingers. So they'll be really easy to remove the metal top, in which case I can then turn them into a riser. So I paid like $7-ish a piece for the candlesticks. And then around the corner were these little Target dollar spot planters. I was looking at them, I'm like, well, those are cute. And then I realized how easy it's going to be to get the bottom off of it. They're just zip tied on. But these baskets have a nice, beautiful reinforced metal base. So I was thinking, okay, how about I combine and marry these two things together, and we will turn them into a beautiful pair of candle stands, or basket stands. And these always sell really, really well for me. They're fun to make. I have the pair listed up at $64.95. These are going to get a gorgeous paint job. I'm going to remove the metal tops, and then I will secure the baskets onto the wood base. So these will be very, very pretty when I'm done. And I probably will do an edited video on these as well. A plant would look cute hanging out of it. Yes, ma'am. So the last pair that I did, I staged up with some flowy greenery out of it, and they sold quickly to the Charlotte. All right, so that is the thrift store marriage pair. Always, always, always thinking as I'm shopping about things like that. And I don't always find things at the same store. Usually I would just buy the candle stands and then I'd search for a pair of baskets or something. So to find it all in one place was great. How cute is this bird? And you know what I love about this bird? His feet are really big. His feet look a little big compared to the rest of his body, but he was so cute I couldn't pass him up. I paid $4. Birds and books both sell really well. You put them together and you can't go wrong. And I decided I liked the coloring on it too. It's just a nice neutral gray. Listed this up at $14.95. Ooh, look at this. Gorgeous green chippiness. This is a sifter of some sort. And the little inside here moves around, so I imagine you like sift it. I don't know. But somebody painted it green at one point and half of it chipped off. And they made it perfect for us. I paid $1 for this. It's up at $10.95. And then let me know, what do you guys know about this? Is this a zester? So it hangs. It's got a little lid up top here, but it's open at the bottom. So it's like, if you zest things, I don't know why it needs a lid. I don't know, but I thought it was cute. And I thought it would be really cute Oh, nutmeg grater. Sue, you are just a genius. I need you on every live. I'm just going to start messaging you, Sue, as I'm listing things. Oh, Marty knew as well. And be like, Sue, what's this? Okay, cool. But I thought it would be cool, or cute. Hung on like a piece of wood, mounted on a piece of wood, stick some floral out of there. Or use it for nutmeg. $8.95. Avon cat. I don't pick up much Avon. It does not really resell well. Some of the pieces are really cute, but I don't pick it up a lot. But this is a cat and it's glass. Obviously a votive holder. What I've been doing with these is just putting succulents or really pretty little floral pieces in them. And this is $14.95. No chips. Whenever I find glass like this, I'll run my fingers along the edge, along the bottom, and make sure you don't feel any chips or breaks in it. Sleeping kitty. Couldn't pass up the cat. Ooh, these came from my neighbor, and I'm pretty obsessed. Little butler crumb catchers. I love the mini one. So stinking cute. Set of 2 here. These are made in Japan. I put this set of 2 up at $29.95. I knew somebody would fall in love with those horses. And then this one is just a single, so it's $12.95. And this one is in Schuer Company Imports. Both very cool. This one has like a city scene on it, but the patina on this one is way better. I like the scenery on these better, but the patina on this one better. So cute. Okay, that's everything on top of the table. I've got one more little box full of stuff, so not quite as mega as it has been. One more box of stuff and a piece of furniture, and that's going to be it for this week. I will have an edited video up tomorrow evening for you. And I put up a thrifting video yesterday of shopping for this stuff if y'all missed out. These came from my neighbor as well. I asked what everybody thought they were, and y'all said they'd hold holiday cards. So I listed up both of them as a set of 2, and it's got 7 pins. So you've got your pretty little silver bow. The ribbon hangs down off of it. You can change that ribbon out really easy too if green's not your jam. And then you pin your holiday cards to it. Let me do this without stabbing myself. There we go. And those have little bows on it too. How cute is that? Do people still send holiday cards? I think I only got like 2 or 3 this year. And I'm very thankful for the ones I got. And I'm guilty. I don't send them anymore either. I used to when Elena was smaller. I should start doing that again. We used to have some family friends that would send holiday cards every year with like updates of their family. Like, this is what so-and-so's been up to this year and stuff, which I thought was kind of cool. Oh, Teresa said she has the Avon squirrel. Yes, I sold the Avon squirrel not that long ago, which is why I picked up the cat. Did you buy it for me, Teresa? Speaking of cats, look at this cat. Oh, its eyeballs backwards on this side. Okay, so I was checking out at the Giving Tree, and this was hanging off of a shelf. 99 cents. Obviously a little craft. Somebody hand painted it. Teresa says she doesn't know. Girl, I don't know either. We buy and sell so much junk. Oh my goodness. And somebody made it a little ball of yarn. It's got a hole right here that they strung the yarn through. I'm like, I cannot pass this up. $14.95. It could use a paint job, modernize it with some new string or something, but it was just too cute. I did just notice, however, though, that the eyeball is like going the wrong way on this side. Oh, you had that squirrel for years. Gotcha. I think it was a popular item. Excuse me. Oh, this stuff is so good. Watermelon peach. I bought this duck for $1, and I'm gonna cement paint him and sell him for $14.95. He's gonna be super cute. It's been a while since I've done that faux cement paint on a edited video, and springtime is always great for that paint finish. I found some trout, and I went ahead and grabbed them because so many people roasted me about the trout basket that I figured I had some trout lovers. These two little wooden trout were, I think I paid 50 cents for them, and they're up at $8.95. And then also went ahead and grabbed these wooden ducks. I've been looking at them for a couple of weeks, and they were still there. They are colorful. They've got really pretty paint jobs, and this one has little metal tail feathers. I paid a couple bucks for each of them. $12.95 on this guy, $10.95 on this guy. And then these birds. Okay. These are read description. And I feel like if somebody buys them, I might get an email saying not to paint them. Because some people really love these primitive colors. They're totally 90s in my opinion. But they're good. I mean, they're like kind of muted down. But I think I can make them better. So I'm going to paint these up. I just loved the shape of the bases of them, and then they've got birds on them. So you can't go wrong. I paid $4 for the set, paid up a little bit, but they got me. Selling them at $24.95. Y'all, we've got 81 people on. If you could send this out to a friend, I would sure appreciate it. Or if you've got a group you could share in, that's great as well. Bree, why did you buy these? So I could paint them and put transfers on them. Paid $5 for the set of 2. And they are stoneware. On the bottom, Tishan stoneware. So nothing I've ever heard of, but they're good quality. Don't love the bears at all. They're going to get a good paint job and a transfer. I'll sell them as a set. You'll see. They'll be beautiful. $34.95 on the set of 2. I'll add floral to those as well for that price. Ooh, so here's a fun new thing that we're going to do. My friend Sammy, if you watch her, she's Unicorn Dust Design. She's been doing a lot of thrifting, and she's been letting her kids pick things out to sell, and they get to keep the profit or whatever, right? Well, Lorraine surprised me last weekend. She got a new car, so she drove up to see me, and she brought me thrifted items. Thank you, Marty, for sharing. I appreciate you all. And one of the things I kept, it was an adorable little cutting board. One of the things I'm going to resell, but I was like, you know what? Let's do a Lorraine's pick. So Lorraine picked this. She paid $6 for it at Savers, I think, in Kansas City. It is a doorknob hanger with hooks. So what I call it, like a doorknob key hanger or something. But it's not the most attractive thing in the world. So I'm going to paint it. I'm going to make it really sweet. And she gets to keep the profit. How does that work? Oh, maybe I should make her paint it. She's on. There she is. Maybe I should make you paint this, Lorraine. So she paid $6. I think I listed it up at $26 or $24.95. See if I can make Lorraine some money. I feel like I just got suckered. JK. This adorable little handmade box. Farm Fresh Milk. Somebody did an adorable little hand paint job on that with some do-it-yourself crackle finish. It's got the little porcelain knob. It's very cute. They did a great job, but we are going to make it much cuter. Paid $3 on the handmade box. I'm going to sell it for $16.95. It'll get a paint job and probably either a stencil, maybe I haven't decoupaged for a while. So we will make that over. $16.95. Did I say that? Okay. Y'all ready for the weirdest find of the week? Here he is in all his bulb glory. He was in a little spring vignette when I first walked into the Giving Tree, and he was just so happy I couldn't help myself. $3. Very unique. He's got a solid bottom, but he's got a hole in the top. So I have no clue what he's for. But I thought he'd look fun with some like string of pearls hanging out of him. Little planter head or like a tall spiky one. $19.95 on the planter head. Creepy or cute? Let me know. I found this gorgeous, huge juicer if you've got a large family and you need to juice something. Paid $3 for this. It's up at $14.95. I've been selling these pretty well too. So I went ahead and snagged that. Those are fun for vignettes too. They just have a lot of really good shape to them and texture. So even if you don't actually use it, it just looks really pretty on your shelf. This egg came from the free neighbor haul. Little marble egg. It's got some really pretty flowers on it. I was like, it's spring. Let's throw it in there. $8.95 on the egg. Oh, and then this came from the free haul as well. I looked it up. It's a Jasco. I didn't know what it was. I knew it was cardinals, and people love. It's creepy. Okay, Marty, that's fine. He is a little creepy. Like I don't think I'd actually want him in my room. I don't know, but maybe somebody will. I didn't know what it was. It was a bell shape, has holes in the bottom and a plug. So I looked it up. It's potpourri. You put your potpourri in there and then you can hang it. It has little holes in the bottom for the fragrance to come out. A festive fragrant ornament. Still has the sticker on it. So I went ahead and listed that up, I do believe, at $10.95. Here's another cute or creepy item. I don't know, guys. Somebody took their time to make this. And its hanger is a safety pin. He's missing a tooth. He's got red eyeballs. But he was only 50 cents, so he had to come home with me. And I listed him up for $10.95. And for $10.95, you can creep somebody out. Sometimes when I'm listing these things after a long week of shopping, I'm just like, what goes through your brain? I found another shoe shiny brush. It's been a while since I found these. I love these for vignettes. If you stick them like this, you can put old photos and stuff in them, or like a postcard. It's a really fun way to display business cards in a booth space. And this one has got some great advertising on it. Empire shoe brush. Shines easier, faster. Hardwood block shape to fit the hand for black or brown shoes. Number 420. Guaranteed by Good Housekeeping. So, good advertisement. Yeah, he's weird. Ah, well, that's all right, y'all. The weird finds get y'all talking. I found 3 rolling pins. Actually, one of them was free. This one here in the middle was free from the neighbor, and somebody said that they were wanting it, so I hope they found it. $19.95 is what I listed it up as. It's got some really good like crackle on the stain here. And I like when those rolling pins have that shape of handle. It adds some nice difference in your groupings. The other 2 red chippy ones came from the antique mall. I paid $5 a piece on them, and they are up at $16.95. And I'm thinking with the 4th of July coming up before too long, having some red stuff in my online store would be a good idea. I also picked up this red bundt pan for the same reason. Paid $1 for it, and I listed my bundt pans up at $12.95. This one has got the fun scalloped shape to it. These measuring cups, I can't figure out if they're old or not. Like, the numbers on them look a little more modern, but they are really chippy, so I got them. They look old. I paid $1.40 for them. They are up at $10.95. Now, with that chippy paint, use at your own discretion. I would probably just use these for decor because it is like actively chipping off. Just a forewarning. What's left? Ooh, I found 2 bells. These are some serious bells. And this one even says long distance. This one says sport. They're Koch brand, K-O-C-H. I looked them up. They're pretty pricey bells. I only paid $3 for the pair, and I have them up at $16.95. I thought about painting them like an old patina, but then I'm like, I have so many farmer friends. Somebody might actually need these. Or sports fanatic friends. Leslie, do you need this for your grandson's game? It's so loud, I won't actually do it. This one is so loud. Oh, so sad story. If you watched the free haul I got from my neighbor, there were gorgeous, gorgeous canisters that matched these, but they were so broken. All of the tops, the butterflies were just so broken. There's no way I could sell them or try to ship them. They would just end up breaking. So I set them out by the curb. That's the thing we do here in Kansas. If we don't want stuff, we set it out by the curb for people to take for free. Do y'all do that where you live? Some people think that's weird. Somebody ended up taking them, so hopefully they'll get loved. But I kept the salt and pepper, so hopefully I'm not a jerk. Anyways, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. These are still in very good shape. They've got their stoppers in the bottom, no chips or cracks. I have them listed up at $13.95. I picked up a dresser by the side of the road a while back. I made a short form video on it. The video ended up blowing up, but people were like, "You just stole that dresser." I'm like, "That's what we do here. Do y'all not do that?" I don't know. These silver scoops are very pretty. I bought them for $1. And they're $8.95 each. They're good shape and they've got a fun handle. I feel like I should keep one for my coffee. I feel like that's about how much coffee I put in my coffee maker. Not a good thing, let's be honest. I think they're supposed to be ice scoops. Found another meat tenderizer, silver one, and I just sold my other one, so I snagged this up. Paid $1 for it, and I list these up at $8.95. I like to stick these in my kitchen vignettes too. I just think they add a lot of good fun texture. Or put them in this way in a crock with some wooden spoons and just add in some interest. Sharon said the sifter is designed to use one-handed or just by shaking it back and forth by the handle. Thank you, dear. Okay, Hermit Frog says that they also do that in Nova Scotia. Good. During spring cleaning too. Put it by the road for it's free. Yeah. Good. Okay, glad to know I'm not the only one. I started to feel like a jerk after people started saying that. I was like, oh my gosh. But we really do that. It's actually right around the corner from my house and they put stuff out all the time. Okay. Last thing I got is a piece of furniture. I'm going to show y'all. And you know what I realized? Like, I didn't drop the thrift haul at all. I didn't do my job. I'm going to do that real quick. If y'all have any questions about anything, let me know right now. Let me try to get my head out of the camera here. I realized 10 minutes before I went live also that I didn't even schedule my live for this week. I'm a mess. It was tax week. If y'all have been following me over on Facebook and stuff, I had taxes this week and I just, But it's over. And now it's time to get back on track. Okay, there's the thrift haul. If you're catching the replay or you're just hopping on, everything that's still available, new to old there for you. Okay, now I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to show you this piece of furniture. It was at City Thrift Waldo. It was not marked, and I was in checkout line, and I was like, the lady who was checking me out was the manager, thankfully. And she said she would price it for me, so I grabbed it. $12 plus my 20% off. I'm just going to take you guys off the tripod. I'm sorry. I'm hoping I'm not making you sick. I could flip the camera, but that's too much work. So here it is. It is actually pretty big. Like, this comes up to mid-thigh on me. It's got the adorable, sorry, I suck at this, the adorable little butt feet here. A couple of drawers. And I was like, what do y'all think this was? A lot of people think it was like the topper to a dresser for jewelry and stuff. This is going to be so cute. I'm going to do a really fun, chippy paint job on it. Some label handles. Make it a little more apothecary style. So that was a great find. I haven't been picking up a lot of furniture because I need to clean out my storage unit. But let's see if I can get you back on here. Oops. There we go. I really suck at that. All right, y'all, that's my haul for this week. I've been on for over an hour, so no projects today. Next week we'll do a little bit of a smaller haul and we'll do a project. It's been a while since I've done a lot on a Saturday morning. Stay tuned for an edited video coming up tomorrow. If you want to watch me shopping for all of this junk, that went up on my lifestyle channel yesterday. If you didn't know I had a second channel, it is linked down in the description box below, called Lifestyle by Brie. I do a lot of thrifting over there, some cooking, some cleaning, all of that good fun stuff. And if you all haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. And I will see y'all very soon. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye, friends.